Hello, wonderful beings. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, episode number 128. And I am so happy to have you here. By the way, my name is Anisha, and I basically help women to live in alignment with what matters most to them so that they can have a fulfilling life and authentic life. So, this is a little bit about me. And I would love to know about you, your name, which part of the world you are joining us from, and is this your first time here? So feel free to, drop in a hi and share these things so that, I can feel your presence because that is the only way I can do so. So, yeah, introduce yourself in the comments if you feel called to do that. And until you do so, until you guys introduce yourself, I would like to, give you an overview of what we do here. Okay, we have some comments. Pav says, Hi Anisha from Southeastern Massachusetts. My second time with you. Welcome back, Pav. I am so happy that something from, the previous live touched you and you chose to spend your time with me. It means a lot. Okay. And we have Michael or Michelle. Not sure which one is right. Feel free to let me know which one is it. Is it Michael or is it Michelle? I think it is Michael. I feel that. But yeah, feel free to correct me. So Michael is joining us from Sydney, Australia. Interested in this approach. Okay. Let's see, what the space will, deliver you today, what wants to come through from the space for you. I'm excited to see that. Sarah says, Namaste, dear Anisha. Namaste, Sarah. Welcome. Happy to have you here again. Okay. So, to give the ones who are joining for the very first time an overview of what we do here, we start these lives with a meditation that is around 10 to 20 minutes. Okay. And that usually help us, feel settled, grounded, centered, and it raises our vibrations so that we can receive that higher wisdom that wants to come through. So, once we are done with the meditation, then we move on to the second aspect, which is about, you know, accessing that wisdom. And how we do that is we have a wheel. Okay, that's why the name Wheel of Wisdom. That wheel contains the name of many transformational books that I have come across in my own journey of healing and personal growth. So, what we do is we spin the wheel, and the universe, God, divine, source, spirit, ancestors, angels, whatever you believe in, chooses a book for us from that wheel. Okay. Based on whatever it is that, we most need to hear right now at this moment of our life. And then we move on to the next part where I ask you guys to choose a number, and then we do a reading based on the, chosen number. So this is a little bit about what we do. I will share more details when we get to each part. But for now, are you guys, ready for the meditation, for the first part of this meditation, of this live? So, yeah, if you are settled in a quiet place, if you are, ready to meditate, you can type ready in the comments so I know and we can start with it. And for today, so usually the meditation that we do here is based upon the quote that you see when you open Insight Timer app. But today, since there is no quote, because since there is a celebration, by the way, happy Halloween to anyone who celebrates it. So, yeah, so I'm super excited, what the spirits wants to guide us on today, you know, since that wheel has lifted. Let's see what wants to come forth from all the beautiful spirits that wants to guide us, bring more beautiful things into our life. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Yeah, so I was sharing um that we do not have a quote today, so we're not going to meditate upon that. And instead, I thought usually, this time is a morning time for most people whoever join us. As Paulina also says, good morning. Good morning, Paulina, and welcome to the space. So you are at the right time because I thought that today let me guide you guys through a morning meditation. And it is a slightly, different version of my very first meditation on Insight Timer. So I joined Insight Timer 3 years ago. And this was the very meditation that, you know, I ever recorded in my whole life. So I felt called to guide you guys through that. And I'm hoping that it would make your morning extra special. So we have a lot of ready and a lot of hearts. I am happy that you guys like this idea. So yeah, thank you, Michael, Sarah, Trista, Paulina, Pav. Okay. So I'm going to take a sip of water and then we will begin with the meditation for today. Okay. So a very good morning to all the beautiful beings present here. For this meditation, you can either continue to lie down on your bed, or if you want to feel more awake, then in that case, you can choose to sit up with your spine straight and yet relaxed, with the natural curve in it. You can even visualize a thread attached to your spine, and it is pulling your head upward towards the sky and lengthening your spine. And as you feel settled into this posture, allow your eyes to either close completely, or you can choose to lower your gaze, looking downward at the floor. Whatever feels right for you. Allow your awareness to rest at the points between your body and the surface beneath you. So bring your attention to the points where your body meets the bed. Feel the weight of your body being held in this manner. And now bring your awareness to the texture of the sheet beneath you, feeling the temperature of the surface beneath you, and also the temperature of the air touching your skin. Let yourself arrive in this moment just as you are. Now, without changing anything about your breath, simply become aware of the flow of air moving in and out of your body. Notice, where do you feel your breath most clearly? Perhaps it is at your nostrils, your chest, or your belly. If you would like, place a hand on your belly, feeling it rise and fall with each breath. If you sense the air at your nostrils, then bring your awareness to the coolness of your in breath and the warmth of your out breath. And if your breath is most prominent in your chest, then simply feel your chest expanding with each inhale and contracting with each exhale. So choose one of these areas to rest your awareness and observe your breath. It can be your nostrils, your chest, or your belly. Being aware of each breath as it feels like in this part of your body. As you continue to be aware of your breath, you might have noticed your mind wandering, you getting lost in your thoughts, or perhaps you didn't. Either ways, it's all right. Now we are going to bring our awareness to our mind and simply notice what is happening in your mind right now. So let all the thoughts or images to come up in your mental space. Let all the things that wants your attention to occupy this space. And as you notice each of your concerns or desires coming up in your mental space, all you have to do is let them and simply observe. Observe these thoughts for what they are, which is a thought, a mental story, a product of your mind, which may or may not be true. So you don't need to resist it, and also you don't need to believe it. Just observe them as if you are sitting on the side of a lake, and all these thoughts and images are simply the leaves that are floating by you. So you simply see this leaf arising in your visual field. It stays there for a few moments and then you notice them floating away with the current of the river and eventually vanishing from your awareness. Your thoughts are just like that, just like those leaves that become or arise in your awareness, in your mental space, your mental river. They stay there for a while as you observe them without believing them or resisting them. And then they eventually disappear and leave your mental space. So sit here for a while, observing your mind. And if anything important comes up, then you can promise yourself that you will address it after the meditation, whenever it's the right time for you. But for now, come back to observing. And now take a deep breath in, bringing spaciousness within your mind. And with the exhale, let go of any thoughts for now and return back to your body. And now we are going to ground within our body. So bringing your awareness to the top of your head, moving it down to your face, your neck and shoulders, simply noticing how each part of your body feels like in this moment. Bringing your awareness to your arms and hands, your chest and your belly, your entire back, your pelvic region, your legs, and all the way down to your feet. Feel your whole body alive with different sensations. And now I invite you to connect with your heart by placing one or both of your hands on your chest, feeling your heart beating and saying to yourself, may I be kind to myself today. May I be kind to myself today. May I be kind to myself today. Allowing a gentle smile to emerge on your lips as you slowly reach the end of this meditation, preparing to meet the wonderful day ahead of you. Take a moment to appreciate yourself for taking out this time to reconnect with your body, your mind, your breath, and your heart. And for the next few moments, simply be and notice what does it feels like to be alive in this moment, to have been gifted another day full of life. Usually, we wake up with a loud alarm that inevitably ends our dreamy state. and sends our body into an alarm state. It's as if someone suddenly shook a bowl of still water. And as we get up in this manner, we are bombarded with so many thoughts about the task that we have to accomplish by the end of the day, or the difficult people we might have to deal with, the draining environment that we have to be in, or sometimes we ruminate about the mistakes we did yesterday. All of this make us dread our upcoming day, which make us not want to get out of our cozy bed, and we feel like going back to this relaxing sleep. So, to sum up, we wake up with a busy mind, resenting our upcoming day, and then we carry this momentum into the rest of our day. But from now on, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be in this manner. You can choose to wake up each morning to a soothing sound like the ocean waves or the birds chirping or some soft music instead of a loud sound of your alarm. And that is in your hand. This is something that you can do to start your day right. And then to continue that, you can practice this very meditation that we did to become more aware, to feel more alive, and meet your day with presence and with compassion. The choice is yours, and you have the power to create a wonderful day. So now, whenever you feel ready, allow yourself to return back by becoming aware of your surroundings, noticing the sounds around you, wiggling your toes and your fingers, bringing small movement to your body. However, it wants to be moved. So, waking up each part of your body, stretching your body, And whenever you feel ready to meet the day ahead, gently open your eyes and notice the space around you. Welcome back. If you feel like sharing your experience of the meditation, you're welcome to do that in the comments. And if you don't feel like typing yet, you can simply press the heart somewhere here to let me know that the practice resonated with you. And I see that some new people have joined us. So I want to say welcome to you all. And in case you joined late or you guys missed the meditation, I will mention towards the end of this live where you can find this meditation and this recording. Okay. And thank you for all the hearts. I'm glad that the meditation resonated with some of you. And now it's time to move on to the second part of this live, which is about tapping into some higher wisdom and receive the guidance that wants to reach us at this moment of our life. So, let me show you guys the wheel of wisdom. So, my lovely, beautiful humans, this is our wheel of wisdom. And it's okay if you cannot see the names of the book because one book would be chosen out of all these wonderful transformational books. And for the regular ones, also, I want to share this with you that I've added new books to this wheel. So earlier we had 31 books for 31 days of the week, sorry, of the month. Sorry. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, let's bring more books into this wheel because we were getting a lot of repetitions. So I thought let's add some new books. So I'm excited that today which book is going to come up because there are a lot of new books right now, and I have added around 55 books here on this wheel. So so before we dive in, before a book comes up, we need to decide the direction of this live. And how we do so is by bringing to our mind what is it that we would like to receive guidance on. So it can be, something specific that is going on in your life, a specific issue, a specific area of your life, a specific person, whatever it is. Or if you don't have anything specific in your mind, simply, set an intention to be open to receive the guidance that is for your highest good. So take your time to, either think of something specific or set this intention. And once you have done that, type ready in the comments to let me know. And thank you, dear Paulina, for this kind gift. I receive your love and this energy of abundance. And I wish that this energy, that this, kindness multiplies and touch your life in beautiful, unexpected ways. So may many more miracles touch your life, touch you today. Okay. Michael is ready. What about others? Have you guys thought of something regarding which you would like some guidance? Okay, Palina is ready as well. Wonderful. Thank you, Lindsay, for letting me know. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing that intention. So Leslie says, I'm ready for whatever the universe wants to send, for whatever the universe to send the message which is best for me today. Love that. Okay. So now that you guys have thought of where you want to lead this, this whole life, let's spin the wheel and see which book wants to touch us, which book wants to deliver that wisdom that most of us need right now. Hi, Frank. Welcome back. Frank says, Good morning from Vancouver Island, Canada. Ready? Okay. So now everyone is ready. So I invite you guys to bring that intention or that specific issue into your mind as we spin the wheel. Okay. So the book that came for all of us is You Don't Owe Anyone. So maybe that can be a message in itself that you don't owe anyone. And this book has been written by Caroline Garnett McGraw. So let's see what this amazing book has to offer us. Okay. So the subheading for this book, which is You Don't Owe Anyone, is Free Yourself from the Weight of Expectations. So give me a second to choose some numbers so that we can play a game. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Okay, so my lovely people, for the ones especially who are joining for the very first time, the instruction is that I am going to ask you guys to choose a number between certain numbers, okay? And I do not want you guys to rush. Instead, I want you guys to take your time and see which number is coming up for you, and then share that in the comments. And once you guys have shared your numbers, I will go through each of those numbers and choose a number that I am feeling most called to. So, in this way, we will get to tap into that collective wisdom so that every one of us receives that message that we most need to hear right now. So, the numbers between which I want you guys to choose is 16 to 293. Here you go. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Gabriel. A lot of new people today. Ah, I love freshness. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for, giving this a try for anyone who is joining for the very first time. And for the regular ones, I love having you. It means a lot that you guys keep coming back and spend your time with me. Okay, yeah. So thank you, Lindsay, Paulina, Pav, Frank, Sarah, Deb. Anyone else who would like to share a number? Okay, so let's check out all the numbers that you guys have shared, and then I will pick a number amongst them. Okay, so the number that I'm feeling most called to is 199, and the number has been chosen by Michael for all of us. Thank you, Michael. Okay, let's see what wants to come through page number 199. Mm. So the author says the great thing about saying yes when you mean no is that you get to avoid finding out who loves you for you and who loves you for your compliance. But the terrible thing about being a yes person is that you cannot avoid this reckoning forever. Eventually, you will falter, you will get tired, you will get sick, you will not be able to come through for your people. And it is both terrifying and instructive to see how they respond when that happens. That was the highlighted part of, on this page. And it is inviting us, it is reminding us that, you know, firstly, if you keep on saying yes when you mean no, when it is, beyond your energy, beyond what you can offer, and still you keep saying yes, then what happens is that you don't realize who your true people are, who are the ones who respect your boundaries, who care for you, who care for your energy, your well-being. And and the other reminder is that you cannot continue this forever, because if you keep saying yes when you mean no, eventually you will drain out, eventually you will burn out, eventually, you will get sick because your body cannot handle it for longer. And then you might find out, whatever you have been avoiding, to see the true colors of those people, to find out that is this the person who really cares about me? Or were they just with me because of the things that I do for them, because of the things that I offer, that I give? Or do they simply appreciate my presence in their life? Okay. Pav says thank you. You're welcome, Pav. I am glad that this reading resonated with you. And Michael says, profound, as I'm currently ill with a virus because I keep pushing myself in running. So, yeah, another reminder that, another reminder to rest. And it is interesting for me as well because, I I have just recorded a lot of tracks around, illnesses, recovery, or headaches and stuff like that. And in every single one, I end up mentioning that give yourself the permission to rest. So that is a thing that I'm stating here again, that give yourself the permission to rest. Especially because, I think in this season, a lot of people are feeling physically ill because I have had a lot of people listening to those tracks of mine that are related to illness. And it is important to remember that, you know, just like we are moving towards winter, where every part of nature rests, where, everything gets more still. Why do we feel this thing of pushing ourselves, and this happens even more when the year is ending, yeah, right, towards like December, where it is winter and everything in nature is resting, and yet we are like I wasn't productive enough in this year. I didn't this enough. I need to push harder to achieve all the goals that I set for myself for this year. So yeah, giving yourself the permission to rest and to say no to that part of you also who keeps on asking you to be productive, who keeps on saying that rest is unproductive, who keeps on saying that rest is a waste of time. So saying no to that part as well, that this is not true. So thank you, Michael, for bringing, that up. And I'm glad. Thank you for that share as well, that, some part of it resonated with you. And your share also allowed us to have a different reflection, not just saying no to people, but also saying no to that part of you who keeps on asking you to do something productive. Fab says Michael sending compassion and love your way and also some healing vibes. Uh, and yeah, I too am sending you, healing. And I hope that you get the rest that you deserve. And then you feel even more, energized to go for running, to, to do all the things that you want to do. Okay. Let me check the rest of the comments. Michael say yes, permission to say no to unnecessary running. Yeah, of course, movement is good, running is good, but asking ourselves when my body starts saying no, that no more, I cannot take anymore. And then respecting your body's boundary as well, just like we talked about other people respecting our boundary, because our body also deserves that. Okay. And in fact, Michael, I recommend you, if you feel called to check out one of my tracks that I have, which says, Dear Legs, Thank You. So, yeah, if you feel called to, you can check that one out. Pab says, That's what I'm doing today. Had to take a day off. Yeah, definitely. I love how you guys are, bringing action, taking action based on that wisdom. Paulina says, sending healing to everyone and you, Michael. I'm constantly in the loop of people pleasing and learning to rest and saying no. Thank you. Oh, it's lovely how this reading is resonating with so many of us, and it is reminding us to, you know, give ourselves so many permission to let go of wanting to, look good in the eyes of others, because behind people pleasing, it's not, when we reflect on our real intention, it is not always for the other person, it is for, you know the intention is that I want others to think of me as a good person, or I want, things to run smoothly, so anything don't go bad and I please others, and that is the way to go to do that. So it is, we think we are pleasing others, but in a way, we are just trying to, you know, have a good impression in their eyes, or, just like, what was I saying? The second thing that I mentioned. Yeah, I forgot. I lost track. Okay. Sorry, yeah. That happens and it's okay. So, um, thank you for all the hearts, guys. Okay. Paulina says, I'm taking the wisdom and hoping to practice and keep learning. Wonderful. Maybe, Paulina, you can, create an affirmation out of it, so that, or create a mantra or an affirmation that you can repeat to yourself throughout the day or throughout this week that would remind you of this wisdom. Michael says, yes, charity starts at home with myself. Exactly. Yeah, Sarah, we are going to do another spin very soon. Okay, let me quickly go through all the lovely comments and then we will do another spin. Okay. Um, let's see. Yeah. So Michael says, thanks, Anisha. Legs will do. Okay, I'm looking forward to how you find it. Leslie says, as many, I pushed myself hard for years. I have a few residual aches and pains as a result. Lower back and right shoulder from working hard. Couldn't say no. Now I'm resting a lot. I am so happy, Leslie, that you have given yourself the permission to rest. And thank you for sharing, the impact of all of this, of pushing ourselves harder, not just out of our comfort zone, but, way harder beyond our window of tolerance. And what it does, it just creates more stress and it gets stored in different parts of our body. For example, for Leslie, it is lower back and right shoulders, because here we carry all the responsibilities, and in the lower back, it's like we are not receiving the support that we need from others, and we have to, handle everything on ourselves, by ourselves. So different parts of our body store the stress and you know they get there is this wear and tear in our body because we are not giving it what it needs. Paulina says, yep, I hear you and understand it's old wounds and or patterns. Exactly. Okay, so now, as Sarah requested, let's do another reading. Before that, let me have a drink of water. And I realize, hmm, this reading was also for me because I guess since yesterday, I haven't done anything much productive. And I was like, Anisha, you have wasted a lot of time. And again, I had to counter my critic and, let her know that it's okay. You know, this was my rest day. It's okay. I needed it. My body also needed it because my health was also a little bit, here and there. Like my body was feeling weak. And sometimes it wasn't. And I was just, you know, watching a series or something. So, yeah, I also had to bring a lot of it. And it feels like the universe is saying to continue on that path, meaning to allow myself to rest. So, yeah, thank you, universe. Thank you. Okay, now the next reading. So, again, anyone who joined us just right now, bring to your mind whatever it is that you would like to receive some guidance on. And hold that in your awareness as we spin the wheel. Okay. So, the book that came for all of us is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Okay, now let's explore the power of the mind that, is made up of over 90%, April says, reminds me an oracle card I pulled yesterday that read, sleep is a spiritual practice. Love that. I love that so much. And it also reminds me, whenever we are feeling like cranky or low and all of those emotions, it is important to ask ourselves that are our basic needs met? The need to sleep, food, water, movement, are all of these needs met? And if not, then first address them before we get into anything else. So yeah, get to the basics. Okay, now I'm going to open this, book and see what wants to come through it. Okay, there is another comment. Sarah says, when the seasons change, we need to rest too. Exactly. Exactly. Paulina loves that. Sleep is so important. It is indeed. When I don't sleep, or if I sleep less than I have to, my body just gives up. Okay. So for this one, I do not. We cannot play the game of numbers. Like I ask you guys to choose a number because some of these books. So I have read these books over a period of 10 years, last 10 years. So for some of them, I do not have the original books, but instead I have notes from those books. So like I have these notes of the powerful insights or the transformative practices from these books. And what I'm thinking of doing for this one is, since we do not have a page number, I am going to rely on my intuition, meaning I'm going to close my eyes, scroll through the pages of the book until I feel like this is the section I need to stop at. This is something that everyone present here needs to hear. Okay? So that's how we are going to go with this particular book. Paulina says, I have to get going. Thank you for everything and hope to join next time. Have a blessed one. Thank you, Palena, for joining us. It was lovely to have you. And let me put up my next live so you don't miss it out. Yeah, it is day after tomorrow at the same time. And I would absolutely be looking forward to have you if you can make it. And also, before you leave, just one more thing. Since I mentioned that this live is getting recorded, so in case you want to check out the recording, then you can also access that. You can go to my profile and go to the About section here. And when you scroll down at the bottom, here you will find the option to access the recording of this. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. And I hope that you have a lovely day. Okay. So, coming back to the book. So, as I am going to scroll, I invite you to hold in your awareness whatever it is that you would like to receive some guidance on. Okay. Hmm. So, the author says, your prayer, which is your mental act, must be accepted as an image in your mind before the power from your subconscious will play upon it and make it productive. You must reach a point of acceptance in your mind, an unqualified and undisputed state of agreement. Because sometimes what happens is that if you want something, then there is a part of us that wants something, and then there is another part of us that, you know, there's this part of us, a small part maybe, that do not want us to have that because of some reason, because of a certain belief that it holds. It can be a belief that I'm not worthy of it. It can be a belief that I have to work harder to get it and I don't want to work hard. It can be a belief that, achieving that success might lead to a lot of responsibilities, which I don't want. It can be a belief that, you know, um, rich people are mean, so hence I do not want to be rich, even though the other part of you wants money. So there can be this contradictory part within you that do not agree with the main part, the conscious part that is setting that desire. And that is why you feel this resistance. That is why you end up doing the things that you don't want to. You end up self-sabotaging yourself. There is this resistance that come up in some or other form for you. So, so the author says that If you want, your desires to come true, then, there should be a sense of agreement with all parts of you that yes, this is what we want. There shouldn't be anything contradictory that is holding you back from achieving what that is. Hello, Christina. I think you are at the perfect time. Let's see, what is the reading that wants to come up for you. Okay. Um, yeah. So, and before I read ahead, I want to ask you that do you guys, do you guys resonate with it? And I actually have a resource that might help you, reveal what might be the thing, the hidden thing that is stopping you, what might be those hidden beliefs that are limiting you, that are, not letting you achieve what it is that your conscious mind wants you to achieve. So would you guys like me to share that resource that will help you uncover those, aspects, those beliefs that are hidden in your subconscious mind? Okay, sure, Sarah. And I will go to the quotes just sorry, the comments just in a second. Let me put that here and then I will read the comments. Okay. So the resource that I mentioned was this course, which is Master Your Mindset by Identifying Your Limiting Beliefs. So this in this course, basically, I have included every technique that I knew of to help you uncover what is it that is hidden in your subconscious mind that is stopping you. And it will help you reveal all those beliefs. Where did you get them from? And how exactly does these beliefs impact your life, impact the results that you're getting in your life? So you can check this course out if you want to, lift the veil upon, from those beliefs and live, with more consciousness so that when you notice that belief coming up for you, acting up in your life, then you can catch it just like hide and seek. You are like, okay, this is that belief. And it is not, it is not me, it is not my belief, it is something that I learned. And here is that belief acting up in this situation. Michael says, until we make the subconscious conscious, it will direct our life and we will call it fate. Exactly. I also love that quote. And this quote has been given by Carl Jung. And I seek this process daily. Yeah, and that is what it is all about, all the healing and everything. The first step is to, the first step is always awareness. Awareness of the patterns, awareness of all the things that are hidden inside us. And it also applies to, someone who mentioned IFS, like all these parts, uncovering what made these parts take on these roles, how they, do their jobs, what are the beliefs that they are holding on to, and uncovering all of those different things. So, as Pab mentions, that IFS therapy helps me connect to all these parts, and it is wonderful. When I first, read about it, I was like, wow, this is what exactly it feels like, and what I love about it is that it doesn't, label a person, but it helps us understand the whole psyche in a very human way. So yeah, Pav says it resonates so much. And April also loves that quote. Um, and Christina agrees. Frank says, I absolutely resonate with this and have been struggling with this quite a bit lately. Yeah, And why I'm laughing is because sometimes it feels like there is so much to uncover. And the thing I want to remind you, with this is that it's y- you do not need to heal yourself fully, uncover every single thing in order to, live a fulfilling life, a meaningful life. But instead, just, work upon what is stopping you right now. and just reveal that and work with that. And when you take the next step, and then enjoy life as it is right now. And then when you take the next step or you face the next obstacle, then do the uncovering. Then you do not have to peel the whole onion right now and forget about the rest of the world around you, but instead just peel the layer that you need to, and be connected with your life as well. Then, when needed, peel the next layer and be connected with your life. So, do not devote all of your energy into this, and do not believe that you need to wait until you uncover every single thing and heal every single thing in order to live a beautiful life. Because that is the, you know, one of the beliefs that has stopped me, and that has stopped a lot of clients. And I just worked with one of my clients to help her, release this and start to be open to this possibility that she can have a beautiful life right now. And there was a lot of surprise, shock, astonishment, when we uncovered this. So, yeah, so I wanted to remind you guys this as well. Yeah, as Pav says, one layer at a time. And that's all. So if that's what you're struggling with, Frank, then I hope that me saying this gave you a reminder, a reassurance, a permission, or whatever it is that you needed to enjoy your life as it is while you continue this inner work. Both can go side by side, and you are doing enough. Okay. So I guess there's time for one more reading. Okay. So let's check out what is the third book that wants to deliver us some wisdom. Okay. So Frank says absolutely. I'm glad to, read that. Okay. Now again, for anyone who just joined us, I invite you guys to, hold in your awareness whatever it is that you need, to receive some wisdom on. Any specific issue or area of your life. So just hold that in your mind as we spin this wheel. Okay. So I've added a lot of new books today, and yet the two of the previous book came up. So the next book that came up for us is Ask and It Is Given. So trust that when you will ask, it would be given to you, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're praying for. And this book has been written by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So let's see what this book wants to reveal to us. Hmm. Okay, give me a second to open the book. So, mm, so my dear ones, hi Cassandra, good morning and welcome back. You are just in time for our last reading for today. So, I invite all of you guys to take a moment and see which number comes up for you between 13 to 121. Here you go. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Pav. Okay. I was just about to say that Pav and Cassandra are like pretty close. And then April popped in with the same number. Okay, I'm listening. Hmm. What about others? Let's see if anyone else is also feeling called to share a number. Okay, then let's go with 99. Since two people chose that number, and maybe Cassandra's number would also fall since they are pretty close. Okay, let's see what is on page number 99 then. And it did. It is, going to the next page, like to 100. So, okay, so let's see what tab April and Cassandra has chosen for us. So the name of this kind of like I think exercise is wouldn't it be nice if. So the author says when you can use this process is at three times. One, when you find yourself leaning towards the negative and therefore offering resistance, and you want to turn it around into something more positive. Okay. The second instance when you can use this process is when you are already feeling good and you want to focus more specifically on certain areas of your life to make them even better. And the third instance where you can use this whole process is when you want to gently guide a negative or potentially negative conversation into a more positive place for your benefit and to gently guide someone else. So, here is like where you can use this process. And now, the process is wouldn't it be nice if? So, this process will be of the most value to you when your okay, no, let's skip this line. Yeah. So when you are saying, I want this thing to happen that hasn't happened yet, you are not only activating the vibrations of your desire, but also are activating a vibration of absence of your desires. Okay, so when you say that I want this, but that hasn't happened yet, then you are activating both the vibrations of your desires as well as that you don't have it yet. So the vibrations of absence of your desire. So nothing changes for you. And often, even when you do not speak the second part of the sentence and you say only, I want this to happen, there is an unspoken vibration within you that continues to hold you in a state of not allowing your desire. So sometimes we are like, okay, I want this, but there is this feeling within us that "But this is missing from my life right now." But when you say, wouldn't it be nice if this desire would come to me? You achieve a different sort of expectation that is much less resistant in nature. Again, the sentence that you can say is, wouldn't it be nice if this desire would come to me? So if you try saying that, there is a different kind of vibration. As I said that for you guys, there was a different feeling, compared to I want this and I don't have it, to wouldn't it be nice if, you know, I was living in a countryside, and this desire is coming to me. Okay. So your question to yourself naturally elicits from you a more positive and expectant response. And so, this simple but powerful game will cause a raising of your vibrations and an improvement in your point of attraction because it naturally orients you towards the thing that you want. Wouldn't it be nice if? So, this process will help you let in the things that you have been asking for on all subjects. For example, wouldn't it be nice if we had the best time we have ever had with these friends? Wouldn't it be nice if the traffic is light and we have a wonderful trip? Wouldn't it be nice if I had a really productive day at work? Or if the subject is to find, a wonderful new relationship, for instance, then wouldn't it be nice if I find the most spectacular partner who adores me in the same way that I adore him or her or them? Wouldn't it be nice if I find someone and we waltz off into the sunset together? Wouldn't it be nice if there is somebody out there who is looking for somebody just like me? Frank says this applies perfectly with what I wrote earlier about moving into a new career. Wouldn't that be nice if your new career is filled with, makes you feel fulfilled and creates such a beautiful impact on other people who are touched by you? Ah, it feels nice, isn't it? Okay, let me continue with more examples. Maybe someone else, is going through something and it relates to them. Okay. And I'm glad that it, resonates with you. Oh yeah, and yeah, okay, that is lovely. Yeah, you guys can also, write your desires here like this. That as Cassandra wrote, wouldn't it be nice to be financially free? Oh, that would be lovely. Ah, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Okay. Instead of me reading, these, let's just do this. That is even more better because that is you, putting your energy by typing it and even maybe saying it out loud and feeling it. So let's just put these wheels into motion. So for me, it would be, ah, wouldn't it be nice if I felt financially secure and proud of myself? Wouldn't it be nice if I get to live in a beautiful, countryside and record my meditations there in nature? That is a wonderful feeling. Okay, guys, go ahead. You too, just write your desires here and just create the ripples. Just drop that desire into the pond, into the, energetic pool and just let it ripple out. Okay, love that. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice if I fully accepted all parts of who I am? Oh, I love that. Sam says, wouldn't it be nice to have a community supporting you in my caregiving and creative practices and fostering financial abundance? Oh, love that. Michael says, I really like this idea. Me too. And Cassandra, poured this idea in my head. But yeah, let's just all of us do this. So yeah, Michael, go ahead. Write your desires here. Maybe anything more, we have a lot of desires. Hmm. Wouldn't it be nice if my father accepted me for the sensitive soul that I am? Wouldn't it be nice if I got to face my every single fear and feel confident doing so? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, more. So yeah, Sarah says, wouldn't it be nice to be financially secure and loved? Wouldn't it be nice if my health issues were healed? Yeah. Yeah, Pav also affirms that. Hmm. Oh, Micah says, wouldn't it be nice if Anisha could realize how important her life is in the lives of others? That is so sweet. I do realize now. See, your desire is coming true. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Pav. Okay. Yeah. Sarah says, wouldn't it be nice to be stronger and thinner? Yeah. April says, wouldn't it be nice to take my entire family on a dream vacations? Ooh, lovely. Ah, that is so beautiful, extending that desire to include other people as well, which makes it more powerful. Hmm. Okay, what area of my life is left? Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to have mm, to find a loving, respectful partner for me? Deb says, wouldn't it be nicer to live to my full potential? It would be amazing. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. Okay. Hmm. Anyone else who feels like dropping in your desires into this energetic pool? You can drop that or continue this, maybe as you go to sleep, just continue doing this, thinking about all your desires and bringing this energy. And because at that time, your subconscious mind is even more open when you are going into sleep. So, yeah, turning your wheel of motions into this. Hmm. Yeah, and I guess more people just added when you wrote that comment, Michael. Yeah, there are a lot of people here, a lot of beautiful souls here. Okay, so, huh. Now I get to know how much you guys love my lives, but we still have to end this one. So, yeah, we are like reaching towards the end of this live, and so I usually have two ends for this live. The first one is for the people who are regulars, who have stayed till the end of the live and know what I'm going to say next. So for those of you who wants to, bid goodbye and go back to your day, go back to the task that is awaiting you and go back, into your world. You guys are welcome to say goodbyes and RSVP for the next live because I would love to have you there. And if you want to stay, you can, because, in a moment, I'm going to address all the ones who have joined the space for the very first time, and I'm going to share with you all the things that I offer so that you guys know that if this is what you're looking for, you have this here. Okay, Leslie says, thank you, Anisha, and all like minded souls today. It was lovely to have you here, Leslie. And I hope to see you in the next live. Have a wonderful day. Okay, you're welcome, Pav. Okay, so now for the ones who have joined for the very first time or who haven't stayed till the end because of something, let me share some things with you. Frank says, thank you, Anisha. Wouldn't it be nice if I could wake up early enough more often to be with you all in these lives? It's time for me to get the kids up for school. Blessings all. Uh, I hope maybe I would like try a different later time because this is kind of the latest for me. So yeah. But I hope that you get to, you can check out the recordings and stuff whenever you feel like, yeah, now I would like to tune into the space. So that is why I, keep them. So in case, I do not want time to be a barrier. Yeah, you can check them out. But I know it's different to be live. So yeah, let's see if something like that happens in future, Frank. And I so love having you for the time that, you get to tune in. It means a lot. Okay, and I hope that you and your kids have a wonderful, beautiful day. Okay, now, so my dear ones, the ones who checked out the space and stayed till the end, I'm glad that, something resonated. And now I'm going to share with you few things that regarding where you can find all of my offerings. So let's start with this. So, in case you joined the live late or you missed anything from this live, I want to first share with you where you can find a summary of this live because I, share a summary of each live within, the live ending within 5 or 10 minutes of the live ending. And you can find that summary on my group, which is Wonderful Beings, which is on Insight Timer. You can either type it in the search box and search there, or you can go to my profile on the home page. When you scroll down, at the bottom, you will see here something known as Teachers Group. So, this is my little community where I share, the summary, including the type of meditation that we did, the the name of the books that we read through, as well as the exact readings, that we read. So you guys don't miss out on anything. Thank you, Michael, for this kind donation. I receive it with an open heart and I send so many blessings and joy and healing your way. Thank you for your contribution and for allowing me to, keep the space alive to create more resources that I'm just going to share. So, yeah, thank you for, allowing me to do that. Okay. Yeah, I was saying hmm, about the group. Yeah, and I also like, update you guys with any new track that gets released, or if I have to cancel a live because of a reason that is not in my control, then I share that reason as well in that group. So that is, so if you want to, if you feel called to be a part of that little community, I would be honored to have you. And if not, then that's okay as well. Okay, so that was one thing. Then, if you guys would like a recording of this, of this whole live, then you can find that here. So you can go to my profile, go to the final section here, which is the About section. Scroll all the way down, and here towards the end, at the bottom, you will find this. So through this, you can, see an option where you will see the recordings of Wheel of Wisdom, and you can access this particular episode. And the episode number for this is 128. So yeah, here is, here you can find the recording. As well as here, you will find many other things like some additional free resources and gifts that I have created for you guys. And you will also find here a way to get more personalized guidance and support, because I'm also an aligned life coach. So yeah, if you want, you know, to have more of like a one-on-one session, you can find that here as well. And if you would like to, know more about my journey, then you can find that also here. Okay. So there was this. And then I have two places where you can find all of my other resources on Insight Timer. So the first place is just above the group here on teachers group that I mentioned. Just above this group, you will find a playlist section, and here you will find four playlists. Okay, So I have organized all of my tracks in the form of these four playlists. The first playlist is about, a 21-day mindfulness challenge where you basically get to develop a meditation habit, step by step. And the second playlist includes, nervous system regulation techniques that you can use when you're feeling overwhelmed, that you can use when you're not able to tolerate your emotions. They are of a very high intensity and you want to, feel more grounded and calm. Then in that case, you can try these techniques and find the one that fits you best. Then the third is for negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. Here you will find different, you know, uh, those common limiting beliefs and thoughts that causes suffering, like I'm not good enough, there is something wrong with me, I am too broken to heal, or what if I make the wrong decision. So I have like mini tracks of 3 to 4 minutes, which you can check out, which help you feel less alone, as well as it shifts your mindset. So you leave that track with a hope. And then the final playlist here is Wheel of Wisdom, Pick a Meditation. So this playlist is basically based upon the format of this live as well. Like, it is basically to help you develop your connection with your intuition, with your inner wisdom. And how you do so is by playing a game. So the instruction for that game are here. Okay. And basically, you close your eyes, you scroll through this playlist and point a finger somewhere, wherever your intuition says. And then you open your eyes and go through that particular meditation because that is what your soul wants you to be guided through. So in this way, you get to, strengthen your connection with your intuition. So you have access when you need it most, when you have to make that decision. So this is one place where you can find all of my resources, which is my tracks arranged. Okay. And the other place where you can find all of my resources is Michael says, love the game format. Life is a game. Exactly. Wisdom with fun just is has a different flavor. So yeah, I am glad that you liked it. And I've also, there is an intention also behind that because I've noticed since I started doing these lives, my intuition, my connection with my intuition has strengthened a lot and I've started to trust it more and, to be guided by it. And it has led me in the right directions. So I want you to continue doing that apart from these lives, you know, through this playlist in a fun manner, in the form of a game. So yeah, I'm glad that you liked it, Michael. Okay. So the second place where you can find this, so I just went, guided you guys through the home section. Then there is the courses section. Here you will find all of my 7 courses in one place. Okay. So I have like 3 courses regarding if you're going through a negative thoughts, or limiting beliefs. So one I already shared how to identify your limiting beliefs. And if you want to learn how to identify the thinking patterns, there are certain common thinking patterns that are unhelpful according to some therapeutic approaches. And if you want to, know about them, that what they are, and understand which one do you have, and then also have some strategies to overcome each one of them, then you can check out this particular course because I have specific strategies for specific thinking, specific way of thinking that is not useful, that causes suffering. So yeah, if you want, you can save this particular course. Then the third course that I have is this one. So this basically guides you through a step-by-step process, including techniques from a therapeutic approach, which is CBT, to help you deal with any negative thought and to also understand, how your thoughts influence your, behavior, the way you feel, and everything. So you can learn more about that and the whole comprehensive process as well. And it is in a step by step manner, so it is not overwhelming or boring for you. Okay, then I have another course. So my fourth course is how to live mindfully Because we just talked about in this live that how important it is to have awareness, because awareness is always the first step. So if you want to feel more alive in your life, to live with more presence, then you can check out this course, as it has many ways in which you can live with more awareness, be more present, live in this present moment. So yeah, if you want that, you can check this out, because usually we know about all these tools, we have read these books if we are into self-help and all of this stuff. But when it comes to the moment, when we are in it, when we are getting triggered, then we forget about all of this and we end up doing the things that we usually do. So the skill that helps you get out of that and respond rather than react is mindfulness. So if that is what you're going through, then you can check that out. The next one is this: the art of noticing, how to find joy, peace, and beauty in your daily life. So basically, this help you feel more alive, like, experience the beauty, the wonder that you used to do when you were a child. So, like, maybe fall in love with your life again. So, if you want that, if you want to experience that, if you want to experience how this moment has everything that I need to be happy, to be fulfilled, to have all those emotions that you're craving, then you can check out this particular course and do the practices there, and it will change the way you see your current life right now. Okay. Then the sixth course out of the seven courses is this: how to stop chasing and start living. So how to stop running into the distant future, thinking that I will be happy when I have this, I do this, I achieve this. So if you want to test if this mindset is really working for you or not, and what is the other way, then you can check out this particular course. It is my smallest course so far, like a 3-day course. So yeah, if you want to, you can check this one out. And the final course that I have for you is the art of acceptance, finding peace when life doesn't go your way. So if you're going through a hard time, if you are having these thoughts like, why me? Why does this keep on happening to me? I don't want this. Or there's just a lot of resistance and you're not able to accept life as it is, then you can check out this particular course, as it will help you learn how to accept, process, and then move forward. So, yeah, so these are all the seven courses that I have created. And I hope that either the playlist or the, courses, like some of the, any resource that I created for you, intrigued you to explore them, because I haven't mentioned them in a lot of detail. But yeah, if you feel called to a particular resource, I invite you to check that out and see what all is there in them. Okay. And because the one that I mentioned to, I think, Michael, regarding the legs, dear legs, thank you, that is in one of my playlists, which is Wheel of Wisdom, that game one. So that is also there. So yeah, explore and see if something resonates. And if you don't find anything that you're looking for, if you do not find what you need at this moment, then you can always, you can always go here. You can go to the about section, scroll down, go see the bottom, get to the bottom, and here you will find a way to connect with me and, to get more personalized support, to get that guidance or gain that clarity, whatever it is that you're looking for right now. Okay. So I guess that's it for today's live. These are all the things that I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me so patiently. And thank you for your presence, for all the lovely comments, the hearts, and for your share. It means a lot that you guys trust me, trust the space to share your innermost thoughts and desires with me. I bow down to the divine within you. Namaste. I will see you day after tomorrow. Bye. Take care.